Hi everyone, welcome to your practice and welcome to my home studio. I'm Kelly and there's Maxwell. Thanks for joining me. Today's practice is about focusing on your Drishti. I'll direct you where to focus in on visually. Let's get started in child's pose in the center of your mat. So come onto your hands and your knees and separate your knees, bring your big toes together right there. Shift your hips back, glutes come all the way down to the heels, and press your hands into the floor. Tap your forehead right there, and inhale through your nose, and then exhale out of the mouth. Press your palms into the floor and come up onto the fingertips, cupping the hands. Lift up your body and bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Lower your belly, look forward, separate your feet, and then round your back, cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat pose. Do that again. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. And now reach your right arm up, stretch to the side, and then reach underneath, thread the needle, and you can tap your forehead when you bend your opposite elbow. Inhale, reach up. We'll do that 3 times. Exhale, and gently tap the shoulder. Inhale, reach. Exhale. And then place your hand on the floor. Round your back. Lower your belly. Now, reach the left arm up and stretch and thread the needle. Shoulder on the floor, and you can tap the temple to the ground. Press into your hand and reach up, warming the trunk, the sides, stretching the shoulder. Inhale and reach. Dynamic warm up. We'll move through each of the first moves. And then set your hand on the floor. Walk your hands forward, just about a handprint or 2. Tuck your toes, and then lift up into downward facing dog. Right there. Pedal your heels right and then left. So stretching the bottom of your feet, the calves, alternating, pedaling the heels right and left. Then lift both heels up at the same time. Rise up on the balls of your feet and then press the heels down towards the ground. Push the floor away. Lift the heels and then lower. One more time. Lift the heels and then lower the heels towards the ground. Press the floor away and turn your gaze towards your thighs. And then your attention towards the navel, pulling in the abs right there. Inhale. And then exhale. Now set your knees on the floor. And you can walk your hands back. Top of the feet on the floor flat. Right there. And just sit on your heels. Inhale, reach your arms up and stretch overhead. And then exhale, sweep the right hand on the floor and reach up and over to the left side. And then think about making a circle forward. So reach forward in front of your body, in front of your knees, and reach over to the other side. And then reach up and over the ear. Opposite side, stretching through the side, the arm, the shoulder. And do that again. Reach down towards the floor and circle around to the other side. Reach up and over. And then forward again. Over to the other side. Reach up and over the ear. Do that 2 more times. Reach up and over. And then hand behind the head. And then reach forward. And then reach over. Hi, Maxwell. Arm over the ear. And then reach up. Both arms up. Bring your right hand behind your head. Give yourselves a pat on the back for showing up and being here to practice taking care of your body. Reach the opposite hand behind. This is called tricep stretch, but also cow face pose arms or cow face arms. And you don't have to reach your fingertips all the way together. Maybe you grab your shirt right there and grip right there, or just have your hand to the back
or to the spine, and the opposite hand, fingertips pointing towards the lower, towards the, between the blades. And now reach the left arm down and the right arm up and change sides. So left hand goes behind the back and reach behind and fingertips towards each other. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. Just try. And lift your chin. You want to have a neutral chin right there. Inhale, exhale. And then unwind, reach both arms up, straight, and then place the hands on the floor right in front of you. And tuck your toes, lift your knees, downward facing dog. Again, pedal your heels right and then left. Move your feet away from your body or back towards the back of the mat. Shift forward into plank. And if you don't have to adjust your wrists and your feet so your heels are over the balls of your feet, wrists underneath the shoulders, that's the length of your downward facing dog. Push the floor away, downward facing dog. And again, pedal the heels right and then left. Now reach both heels up, lift up at the same time, tuck your chin in, look up towards the thighs, then reach the heels towards the floor. Do that 4 times. Lift up, press the heels towards the floor, and lift up, warming up the body. Then one more time, reach the heels and lift up. Excellent. Reach your right leg up straight, 3-limb dog right here. Push the floor away. When you're in 3-limb dog, don't lift the legs so high that your foot disappears. You should be able to look back and see the foot right there. Now bring your knee in toward your nose. We're going to go ahead and bring it into a lunge position. So step your right foot forward. Hi, Maxwell. And then set your knee down. And there's your low lunge with your knee on the floor. Inhale, reach your arms up. And just move forward and back. And you can touch the floor with your fingers and then reach up and then over, stretching the shoulders, making a circle with the arms, moving the legs forward and back, or the hips forward and back. One more time. And then hamstring stretch, flex your foot right there. Flatten your back, press your heel down. And then set your foot on the floor again. Inhale and reach your arms up. Lift up your knee. Bring your palms together. Thumbs to the chest right there, or to the heart. Hinge forward and revolved lunge position, or twist your body. So palms together, elbows draw in. Your focus is out to the side. Inhale, and then your intention to steady your body in this balancing pose. Nicely done. Inhale and reach your arms up straight. Now place your hands on the floor. You can use a block right here or hands on the floor. Hands forward of your foot. You're going to lift up the left leg right there. And then lift your hands up off the floor, warrior 3, and balance. Reach the arms to the side, straight leg, body. Inhale, and then exhale, set your foot on the floor. Nicely done. Hands on the floor. Right leg up, 3-limb dog. And then lower. Lift your left leg up. Let's do the same thing on the other side, warming up the hips, the hamstrings, the flexors. Bring your knee in towards your nose, then shift forward and step your left foot forward. Set your knee down. Hi, Maxwell. Inhale, reach up. Lift up, and then lower. So a little pulsing right there. Inhale, and then exhale. Down. Warming up the shoulders, the chest, the back. Now this time, exhale and flex your foot in the front. Hamstring stretch. Draw the hip under, press your heel down. Point your toes up, flatten your back. And then again, put your foot flat. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, hands down. And again, you can use a block right here or 2 blocks. So if I use a block, I'm going to lift up my right knee and then get my balance. Bring your hands to your heart. Then turn your shoulders and your chest And place your elbow right there on the outside of the leg, and your gaze is to the side. But then heel over the ball of your foot back there, so focus on a straight leg back there and balancing. And then maybe you can turn your Drishti, your gaze, to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and look forward. Place your hands on the floor. So we're going to build some strength right here, warming up the leg. Reach the right leg up, hands on the floor, fingertips on the blocks, and then lift up your body right there. Arms to the side, warrior 3. Maybe you can reach the arms forward. Inhale, lift the leg, bring the shoulders away from the ears, and then set your foot on the floor. Nicely done. Hands on the floor. Press the floor away. Downward facing dog. And breathe. Lift your heels. Look forward and step to your hands. Several steps forward. Move the block forward, hands to the shins, lengthen and look forward. Look up here. So this is called half lift. So you're lifting up halfway, then exhale and fold. And when you fold this time, I want you to reach for your elbows and let your body hang forward. The weight of your arms, the weight of your shoulders, pulling your body over, and breathe. Now sway the arms over to one side, and then center, and then the other side, and then center. Do it again. Right side, center, and then left side. Nicely done. Inhale, let go of your elbows. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, and stand all the way up. Stretch overhead. And breathe. Drishti up to your hands with a little back bend. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart and close your eyes. Setting your intentions for your practice today. So going into the main part of the program, it's called a mandala flow, where we'll go along the long edge of the mat, stringing poses together in a steady flow. We'll do it 2 times on the right and 2 times on the left. Open your eyes, inhale and reach up and stretch overhead. Exhale, fold over your body. Lengthen and look forward. Exhale, plant your hands, step back plank. And hold 5 breaths. Inhale. So a little work right here, a little core training. So this will signify the beginning of each round on each side. Breathe in and breathe out. Press your hands down. Inhale. Put your knees down if you need to. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Now shift forward. Set your knees down on the mat. Lower down all the way. Draw your elbows into your chest or your sides. Move your block if it's in the way. And position your body right in the center of the mat. Slide your hands out wide. Draw your elbows in. Put the top of your feet on the floor. Look forward. Cobra pose with hands wide. Fingertips on the floor. Exhale, lower. Pull the chest away from the floor. Look forward. Cobra pose. Just your fingertips on the floor. Try not to press too hard. You're using your core and pressing your feet down into the floor behind you. Lower down. Now this time, look over your right shoulder and then exhale, lower. Look over your left shoulder right there and then lower. So your hands need to be wide, fingertips turned out. Now look forward. Last time, cobra pose, warming up the spine. Exhale, lower. Place your hands down, tuck your toes, come to all fours, so hands and knees. Lift up, downward facing dog. Separate your feet about hip width. Lift up your right leg. Square your hips right there. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Opening up the hip, the pelvis, the quadricep stretch. Extend the legs straight and bring the knee in towards your nose and shift forward. Step your right foot forward right there. And come on up into Wah. Get your balance. Inhale, reach up. So watch how where you're looking. Don't look around too much. Keep your balance. So you've got your heel up in the back right there, and you're on the ball of your foot, so the structure is coming from the placement of your foot and stretching out this leg straight. Hands to your heart. And let's twist again. So hinge forward and turn your body right there. Thumbs to the heart. Take a breath in, pull in your abs. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. You're going to bring that left knee up, so balancing on the right leg. You can use your arms, bring the thumbs to the heart right there. Focus is straight forward. Inhale. Intention to stay balanced. Press the toes down. Inhale. Exhale. Now place your right hand on the knee. Reach the left arm up and then behind right there. Maybe you can turn your gaze to the side. Then maybe you can look back at your hand. Inhale. Now reach up and over, look forward. Watch your hand coming over. There's your Drishti. Now let your knee go. Bring the leg back behind you again where it came from. And then set your heel down. Warrior 2 right there. So the alignment for Warrior 2, shoulders over hips right here. So you don't want to be, you're not forward. You're right there. Knee over ankle in the front. Go ahead and deepen that lunge. Reverse warrior. Arm over the ear. And turn your gaze up. Inhale. And then exhale, side angle. Go ahead and put your forearm on your thigh, arm over the ear. And then turn your gaze up. And then exhale. Pace this with your breathing. Dancing warrior, arm over the ear. And reach your hand around the back side. And you can grab your thigh right there. And then side angle. Same thing. Reach up and over the ear. And then reverse. Right there. Arm over the ear. Fingertips on the inside of the leg. Or at least grab your waistline. And last time, side angle. Right here. Breathe in. And breathe out. And now parallel your feet. Inhale and reach. Hands behind your back. Widen your feet. Reach the knuckles towards the floor. Broaden through the chest. And then forward fold over. Wide angle forward fold. Straighten your legs as much as you feel comfortable to. Keep pressing into your feet. Move the arms away from the back, shoulders away from the ears. And now place the hands right between your feet. Left hand in the center, then reach the right arm up right there. So you're going to press into your hand and reach the right arm up. Your Drishti up to your fingertips up there. Exhale, fingers to the floor. Left hand up. Inhale. Fingertips. Exhale, lower. Now lift up halfway. I want you to bend into your right knee. So this is just a lazy skandasana. You don't have to go too low. Just move side to side. Warming up those inner thigh muscles. Side to side. You can place the fingertips on the floor. And then turn to the other edge of the mat, other side. So here we're going to finish up the sequence on this side. So knee on the floor. Inhale, reach up. You're in a low lunge position. Tuck your toes under back there. Exhale, hands to your heart. Hinge forward and then turn to the side. Low lunge with a twist. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale and reach up. And then exhale, flex your foot, hamstring stretch. So we're going to move through that position, kind of like dancing warrior. Place your foot on the floor. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, half split. Let's do that 3 times. Put your foot flat. Inhale and reach. Exhale, half split. Press your heel down. Do that again. Foot down flat. Inhale and reach. Exhale, half split. Nicely done. And now put your foot flat. We're going to come into gate pose. So you're going to place your right hand on the floor and turn your leg to the side and reach the leg right there and reach up. Arm over the ear, press your hand down, and then foot on the floor. Come up onto your fingertips and then lift up. So arms are side to side. Reach your hand over to this leg on this side. Reach up and over. Breathe in. Inhale and exhale. Reach up and over. Hand to the floor. Arm over your ear. And then face the mat right there. Lift up your knee, coming into plank for 5 counts. Right here. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Set your knees down. Go through a vinyasa with your knees down this time. Put the top of your feet on the floor. Bring your fingertips out wide. Cobra pose. Look forward. Your drishti is the tip of the nose. Lower down. So in cobra pose, drishti, tip of the nose right there. One more time. Lift up the chest, press into your fingers, and then lower. Now tuck your toes, come to all fours, downward facing dog. And breathe. The beginning of the next side, or the other side, but coming from the back side of the mat. Pedal your heels, right and left. Now lift up both heels and reach them towards the back of the mat. Do that again. Reach both heels up and down. Lift up your left leg. Push the floor away. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. And maybe you can see your foot on that other side over there. Yep, there it is. Extend the leg. And then bring your foot forward, coming into a crescent pose, so high lunge position. Press into this forward foot. Keep your hips where they are and lift up your chest. And there you go. Bring your hands to your heart. Focus, thumbs to the heart, right there for a moment. Lift up the back heel, straighten the back leg, integrity in the pose. Now hinge forward. Turn your elbows, elbow to the outside of your leg. Bring the thumbs to the heart, looking to the side. Nicely done. Now you're going to untwist. We're going to reach that right knee forward. So you're going to balance. Intention. Flex your foot. Focus forward. Get your balance. And now left hand to the right knee. Reach the right arm up and over and behind. Now just try. Turn your gaze to the side. If you have to tap down, and then maybe turn and look behind. Side, and then center. And then reach up and over. Let your leg go. Leg comes back behind you. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, set your foot down, warrior 2. Relax your shoulders. In fact, reach back just a bit with this back hand. So you're feeling the inner thigh right here because you're pressing that knee out. Reverse warrior, hand behind the thigh, right here for the first time. Then side angle. So form right there on your thigh. Reach up and over your ear. Draw the shoulder back. Reverse. And this time, reach around. Maybe you can grab the thigh in the front. Pull in your abs. And then side angle. Reach up and over. And then reverse. One more time. Side angle. And then reverse. So right there in reverse, parallel your feet. Let your leg go. Reach up. And now sweep the hands behind your back. Forward fold, wide legs. All the way over. Crown of the head facing your mat. Arms away from the back. Move the shoulders away from the ears. You'll know when you've got your shoulders kind of cranked up around the ears or crowding the ears.
Move them down. It's hard to know what down is when you're upside down, right? No. Unclasp your hands to your mat, right between your feet. Right hand in the center, press down and reach your left arm up. Inhale, and then exhale, place your hand on the floor, and then left arm up. Inhale, exhale, hand to the floor, and look behind you for a moment. Relax the arms and shoulders. Now lift up halfway and just lunge to the one side and then the other side. So we're making our way back to the original front of the mat. Fingertips come along the floor. This can be a kind of a lazy skandasana. One more time. And then turn right here and set your knee on the floor. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to your heart. Low lunge with a twist. So turn, elbow to the outside of your leg, palms together. Bring your elbow in. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale and reach up. Nicely done. Exhale, half split. Press your heel down. Inhale and reach up. Low lunge. Ardha Hanumanasana right here. Press your heel down. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Half split. Inhale. Reach up. Low lunge. Last time. And now exhale. We're going to turn. And then reach the arm up and over to the side for gate pose. Lift the leg. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. Breathe in. Now set your foot on the floor. Hand right here. Reach up and over. Turn your gaze up. Draw your elbow in. Opposite shoulder back. And now let's face the front of the mat again. Hands to the mat, press into the floor, and come into downward facing dog, right there. And breathe. Pedal your heels right and left. Shift forward into plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Shift forward, lower down. Upward facing dog or cobra. Look forward, exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Second round. This time, I'll cue the most important parts of the movement and the poses. Inhale, right leg up. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Look up underneath your arm. Look at your foot, and maybe you can flip this over by placing your foot on the other side of the mat. Press into your foot. Reach the right arm up and over the ear. Lift the hips. Now look down. Drishti to the mat. Right hand. Lift the right leg up. 3-limb dog. Right knee in towards your nose. Shift forward. Right foot forward. Inhale, crescent pose. High lunge. Exhale, hands to your heart. Lean forward and turn. Look to the side, palms together. Inhale, look forward. Keep reaching forward right there. Lift your left knee up, balance. Hand at your knee. Reach the left arm up and over and behind. Look side and look back. Side and then forward. Reach up and over. Let your knee go. Leg goes back. Warrior 2. Go ahead and reverse it. Arm over the ear. Side angle. Reach your arm behind. And maybe grab your hip on the other side or the waistline. And then reach over. Binding with a hand on the forward thigh. And then side angle again. One more time, reverse. And keep your hand right there. Straighten your forward leg and parallel your feet. Similar to earlier on, coming into
cow face arms. So reach your right hand behind your back, clasp your fingers or grab your shirt, feet wide, and now wide fold. So bring your hips back, hinge forward, and then point your elbow towards the floor. Don't crane the neck right here. Breathe in, press your feet down, and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in. Now release your hands, reach your right hand for the floor. Keep your left arm up, stretch. Exhale, left hand to the floor, right arm up. Inhale, reach. And then place your other hand on the floor, lift up halfway, and lunge side to side. Just one time. Take it to the front, right here, knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, right here. Shift your chest forward, elbow to the knee. We'll add on right here, thumbs to the breastbone. Inhale and reach up. Half split, one time. Shift your hips back, flex your foot right there. And you can pull back on your toes just for a moment, another breath. And then exhale. Now, you can go into gate pose by placing your hand here and then turning the shin out and then reaching the leg. Or you can press, lift your knee, and then reach the leg, go on the side, up and over for a rock star. And look up. Nicely done. Now look down, place your left hand on the floor, bring your left leg underneath you for pigeon pose. And walk your right leg back. Put your forearms on the ground right here for a moment. Inhale. This leg is underneath the body, pressing the shin down, and pull your toes into the mat. Your knee points to the outside edge of the mat. Right there. Breathe in. Your hips face the ground, your thighs facing the ground right there. Spread your fingers. And then exhale, walk your hands forward more. And maybe you can put your forehead down or at least rest your forehead on your stacked hands. Breathing in and breathing out. Now walk it in and stay right here. And I want you to lift your hips up a little bit higher. And then flex your foot in the back, right there. Pull your shoulders back. Right or left hand right in the middle of the shin. Reach back and grab your foot or the toes. Point your elbow up right there. Pull your heel towards your glute. Quad stretch. Take a breath in. Maybe you can balance. Breathe in. Just try. A little more effort. Set your hand on the floor. Let your foot go. Nicely done. Now you're going to lift up that left leg, three-limb dog. Left leg, three-limb dog. Straighten and bend. And here's your vinyasa. Shift forward, plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Lower down. Up dog or cobra. Look forward. Exhale. Downward facing dog. And breathe. Left side. Lift your left leg up. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Look over. Maybe you can set your foot on the floor on the other side. Flip it over. Again. Exhale. Unflip. Focus on the mat. Hand to the floor. Three-limb dog. Left leg up. Step your left foot forward. And reach up. There's your crescent pose. Hands to your heart. Take it to a twist. So lean forward and turn the shoulders and the rib cage. Look to the side. Inhale, reach forward. So your weight is forward right here to help you lift up your knee and balance. So grab your right knee, bring it up, reach the right arm up and over and behind. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you turn your focus, your Drishti. Where are you looking? Side and then back. side. Bring the arm up and over. Flex your foot. Let your knee go. Reach the leg back into warrior two. Right there. We've completed that side. Warrior two, reverse. Reach for the forward thigh, knee out, and then side angle. Put your forearm on your thigh. Reach up and over your ear, and then reverse. Hand to the thigh, side angle. Reach up and over, and then reverse. Last time. Keep that right there, and then straighten your forward leg. Then parallel your feet right there. So now reach this hand behind, opposite hand up and over. Cow face pose. Arms. Press your feet down. You don't have to get your fingers together. You can just grab your shirt or just reach, press your hands into your back. Now hinge forward, over. Press into the feet right there. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, and then exhale. Now you're going to unclasp your hands, place your left hand on the floor, reach the right arm up. Press. Right hand to the floor, left arm up. And then bend your knees to the back of the mat, or what was the back of the mat, and then to the front, and then to the back, or side to side. Do that one more time. And then turn, and here's the low lunge with a twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to your heart, hinge forward, and twist. Palms together. Look over to the side. Nicely done. Inhale, reach. Hamstring stretch. Let's do that one time, but hold it for, pause for a moment. Flatten your back and pull your toes back. Straight spine. Press your heel down. Don't let the foot sickle right here. Just a light amount of tugging against the toes. Now put your foot flat right there and press your hands down into the floor. So you can go into gate pose by turning and reaching right here, or press into your hand, lift your knee, and like you're going into side plank, you can go into side plank, or flip this over, rock star, reach up and over. And then look down at the floor, hand to the mat, reach the right leg up underneath you, pigeon pose. So bring your knee towards your wrist on that side, your foot towards the other wrist. The knee points to the outside edge of the mat, and you'll find that you have much more flexibility on one side than the other. Right here is your hip flexors and your legs, your hips in general. Walk down to your forearms, breathe in, and breathe out. Walk your hands forward and maybe place your forehead down. Take another deep breath in, and then walk it up right there. Place your right hand in the middle of the shin. Lift up your hip so you'll heel toe that knee in just a bit, and then bring the knee in just a bit, and then reach, point your toes, reach around the back side, and maybe you can put your hand on the top of the toes and pull your heel towards your glute right there. And then maybe you can look forward and reach up. Just try. Press your foot down, your shin down, relax the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, soften your gaze, looking straight out. Then place your hand on the floor, press into the floor, and come into downward facing dog. And finish the sequence, plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, shift forward, last vinyasa. Up dog or cobra, press the floor away, look forward, exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Reach your heels, pedaling right and left. Step to the center of your mat. And forward fold. Now stand up tall, inhale and reach up, stretch overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down to the heart again and widen your feet to the edges of the mat. Turn your toes out. Coming into Malasana. Make sure you have your block nearby, or right in front right here. So come into Malasana, so you'll sink your glutes down right there. Knees go the same direction as your toes. Elbows to the inside of your knees. Thumbs to the heart. And we're just going to practice crow pose. Adding one more element of challenge to our practice, or at least working towards something. Place your hands on the floor and lean in, and I want you to, once you lean in, bring your feet close together and bring your heels together. And then you can sit on your heels, and you can also stay here, pressing the heels in towards each other. Your toes are turned out slightly, knees are turned out, shoulders back, look forward, strengthening your ankles and your feet, the toes. Nicely done. Now, if you want to practice crow or crane, place your hands in front of your knees, a little forward of your knees. Move your block forward. That's your focus right there. Spread your fingers. Index fingers point to the front of the mat. And then you want to press into this triad part of your hand. So you have a lot of strength in the shoulders and the shoulder blades. Press the hands down, lift up your knees, get your knees into the upper outer arms, and then you'll just kind of wedge your triceps or your arms into the shins right there, and then lean forward, gaze forward, and then lift your feet up. And then set your feet down. Nice practice. And then sit on the floor behind your heels. Reach your arms overhead. Beautiful job. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Bring your feet close to your glutes. Head flat on the floor. Palms on the floor. Heels close to your glutes. And then you want to lift up your lower back and set it down evenly. Palms on the floor. Press into your feet. Lift up your hips. Draw your arms underneath. Clasp your fingers. The pinky side of your hand, pressing down into the floor right there, and kind of wiggle to get your shoulders even underneath you. Lift up the hips and feel the quads stretch right there, and the back body contract. Lift up and look up straight. Drishti straight up to the ceiling. Unclasp your hands, lower down all the way to the floor. And then separate your blades and let your knees come together. And breathe. Arms to the sides for a moment. Extend the legs out straight. Reach the arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourselves a hug. And grab your legs and roll up to a seated position. Palms to your heart right there. As you bow your chin in a gesture of thanks. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for showing up for practice. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again next time.